Welcome back to the Angular session. Till last session, we learned directives, expressions, and fields. In this session, we are going to learn few more AngularJS features. So let's start with views, controller, and scope. From the model view controller architecture, what are the controllers and how they are used in AngularJS, that we will learn. Controller provides the logic behind your app, and specifically which will be applicable to view the content. So use controller when you need logic behind your UI, means presentation to the view. AngularJS apps are controlled by controller. For this, we have to use the directive ng controller. This is the directive to use the controller feature of the AngularJS. What this controller is actually, it is a JavaScript object. It is a JavaScript object created by a standard object constructor. A container is JavaScript function, and what it contains in controller is nothing but the JavaScript function. Inside that function, we can write that is the variables. We can specify the behavior, different functions we can write in that, and it should contain only the business logic needed for the single view. Please remember, write the controller to specify only a single view contents to display what business logic will require. So this will be the picture. View means we know that HTML fragment which will display the contents, and the controller. Now what is the scope? Scope is the variable. It is an object that can be used to communicate between view and controller. So whatever contents in view, that can be read by controller through the scope variable, and if controller is updating something, that also can be conveyed to the view using scope object. What are the different scopes? If you see, suppose this is my template, HTML template, that is at HTML tag I am using ngapp directive. Then inside that I have created one table. Obviously there will be head and body tag. Just for understanding, I have skipped those contents. Inside the table tag there is a ng controller whose name is to do controller. Then inside table there is a row and column. For row I have used ng repeat directive to do in to dos. Then inside the column I am using the expression and the id, and similarly I can go for more rows to print the name, some other values or date, like this. Fine. So from this template, how the scope will be maintained in AngularJS? For HTML, whatever ng app, this will carry the root scope. That will be the values in this scope will be referred by whole HTML document, whole view. Then for the table control, it has its own scope of that table. Repeat will have its own scope. The scopes will be there, and according to that scopes you will get the contents in view. So this is the template. This will be the picture of model which will hold different data with the different variables and in different scopes, and the presentation, that is a view, will be done like this. Let's see one simple example of how to use the controller. Now these contents are same. I have used the CDN. Let's concentrate here inside the body. We have defined this app with ngapp, and name is the my app, and also to this div we are specifying one controller. So ng controller or data ng controller is used to specify the controller, and name of the controller is n number controller. By this name it will be identified. Then next there is one text box to which one model is defined, so that the values from this text box will be referred with this number. That number is displayed, and one more HTML element, the button. We are going to check one more directive ng click. So after click event should happen, and that response given. After click we are calling one function show number. So this is ng click directive. To that we are saying that function name call to that function, and it is showing show number as a caption for the button. Then as we have seen, that controller means it will define the business logic for the view. So what should be viewed after click on this? That business logic will, or to this whole view what contents will be displayed, that logic we have to write in a controller. So see, here is the script written for the controller. How to write the controller? For that module. So first we are defining variable app equal to angular.module. To that my app means this controller is in which context? Context of this my app. Then inside that this module is compulsory. Inside the module only we can define the controller. Then app.controller. This app.controller, this way to create the controller. To this controller we are giving the name. This name, you can observe that this name is the name we are using here in the div while declaring the ng controller directive. And this is the function and $scope variable object. We have seen this object which will be between view and between view and controller. Then the definition of this is a $scope.number. With this scope we can access different values within the limit of this control. So number is the model, means text box, that value we can specify. So this number variable will display the value. After click, this value will be 1. Then this value can be initialized to with this variable. Then when to call, whenever there is a click, the show number function will get executed. So here is the code for that, scope.showNumber. And what to do after clicking on this function is defining it. What this function is doing, it is showing one pop-up window with your name equal to and scope number, actually your number and scope number. So if you see, here is the output, number 12. This number is displayed as a 12. So whatever you are typing, that will be here. By default, whatever values you will save here, actually here should be a 2, so that it can go for 12. So clicking it is showing it. So let's check the code and how it executes. The same code I have typed in ng-app number. Here number I am displaying, and let's say this is number is initialized to 10 and scope, function and value. So let's how it executes. The same code is there, so I am not going in deep for this. Here we have to call controller.html. So see, 10, when you will click on this, it is showing a pop-up window and your number. So like this we can create the controller. Let's move ahead and get to know more details about the controller, because controller is very useful and we should understand the controller well. When we are using controller, we see the models. Model is an reusable container for the features of app. So within the model we can create the controllers and few more features as service, filters and direct. So if you have a lot of controllers, you are polluting JS namespace. This is you have to remember. Don't create a lot of controllers. Modules can be loaded in order. Remember this. Whatever order you have written, that order need not be maintained. In any order, modules can be written, and we can build our own filters and directives also. When to use controller and when not to use. Remember well, when to use the controller, when we are going to set up the initial state of the scope object. Initial state of the scope object, as we have initialized 10 in previous program. And when you want to add behavior to the scope object, means when you have to specify the function and what should be happen after that event occur, that type of function, at that time use the controller, which will modify the view. And when not to use, don't use controller to manipulate the DOM. Instead of using controller, you can use data bindings or directives. Don't use a controller for formatting the input. For format, we have form controls. Don't use to filter the output. Instead of using controllers to filter the output, we can use the filters facility. And also don't share code or state. For sharing the code or state of a model to another object, another view, then don't use the controller. Instead of that, use the services. We will check what services in the next session. What is app? We are many times from the start we are using ng-app. ng-app, what it is? App runs, any app runs inside the ng-app. AngularJS will invoke the constructor with a scope object when it runs, and scope is an object that links controller to view. Let's see now what are the modules, routes, routers and services. This is one more view how we can create the controller template for the controller. For that you have to define a variable, you have to define a module first. Inside with this module object only you can create the controller name and the function and controller code here. So here code is added. What code is added? The model variable, that object is defined, first name and last name. Then that model is assigned to the scope variable so that can be used in the view, and then on click event you can show the name. So function is called alert scope model dot first name. So let's see what is the view for this. Inside the view, if you observe, the rest of the code is same. Div ng controller my control. Okay, either you can define the same or in the next new. Then first name is equal to type model dot name. So here see model, this object is used. This is no model object from my control. From my control controller, that model object is maintaining the contents of this input text. Same model dot last name. And here is the concatenation first name and model dot first name is shown. So when ng button click is the function which we have seen in previous, that click function is defined and it is showing the alert window with the first name. So this is the way controller can be created. Let's see how to create and manipulate the table, manage the table in the view. So this is a simple snap. Here is some style is given to the table. Syrian. Observe here div ng app and one controller defined customer control. Then in the table there is a ng repeat directory used to repeat to display all the contents x in names, and it has two columns which is printing name and country. So this is the expression. Now the contents of this table can be viewed using a controller. So how to define that control? See, here is the script. App, as we know, first we have to create the model with the my app. This is the scope. Then app dot, this app variable dot controller is customer control, this is the name same. Then function, and to that two variables are passed, scope and http. http.get customers.php. So from this it will retrieve the data, and then function response, as a response scope.names equal to response.data.records. So this scope.names will fill this array with this records, which will be the object having name and country. Then from that data these names will be populated, and one by one it will be displayed using HTML table. So see how this output will be like this, the name and the country. So this is the table. Okay, next lecture we will see what are the AngularJS forms and services.